What's up, folks? Welcome back to the Sunshine State. If you are new here, my name's Christian Clay. This is FLA Tours. And the camera just fell off. Did we do the intro again? I think we do the intro again. Welcome back to the Sunshine State. If you are new to the channel, my name's Christian Clay. This is FLA Tours, where we take you around just like we're doing right now, whether it be a driving tour, new construction walkthrough, but it's all unscripted, it's real. We want to give you the most accurate information that is out there. We want you to see what it looks like driving up to these communities. That's why we do this type of stuff. I hope my camera does not fall off. It's the first time it's ever done that, so it may do it again. So today we're in Eagle Lake, a small city that's, just outside of Winter Haven, Florida, kind of in between Bartow and Winter Haven. And we're taking a look at two communities, 3 home builders, all right? So you have Eagle Hammock, which has D.R. Horton and, not Southern Homes, Highland Homes within the community. And then we're gonna go to Sutton Preserve, which is Seasons by Richmond American. So buckle up. Before we get started, 2 things I'm gonna leave down below. One is the way you can reach me. Give me a call, text, email. All of those as simple as possible. And the second is the main YouTube channel, where it is a little nicer looking than this. This is a GoPro and my phone. So the other channel, we actually have a videographer that takes us around. So, all right, here we are. We're entering the community, but you can see older homes kind of leading into the community, and that's how a lot of Eagle Lake is, right? It's an older city, but you have Lake McCloud here to our right, and these homes right here are lining the lake, okay? And there's actually some nice custom homes, like this white home right here that you're looking at. That's a custom built home right on the lake. But entering the community, it's to our left. We're going to be turning in right now, but you can see there's this lake to the right-hand side. I hope you can see it. And that's Lake McCloud. So coming in and out of the community, you have a beautiful view of the lake. But let's go ahead and turn in. Where is everybody watching from? Let me know down below. Also, if you're watching this video and you think it's going to become helpful for you, showing you these areas, do me a favor before you forget. Just click that like button. Here's D.R. Horton's model home right here. This is a Cali, extremely popular model. We've sold or helped people get into a lot of those homes, 4-bedroom. It's just very functional for those first-time home buyers. But either way, and then you have Highland Homes here to our right. So let's just talk a little bit about this community, and then we'll talk about the builders, and then we'll try to catch up a little bit on some, proximity and stuff like that. So this community, DR is doing about 150 homes. Highland Homes is going to be doing about 100, maybe 150. So you're looking somewhere between 250 to 300 homes within this community. There is an HOA and CDD combined monthly. You're going to be looking around 160 to 180, okay? And there is a clubhouse, there is a pool, there are some amenities. So remember, when you got some clients' homes that we're looking at right here. If you all are watching, either drop a comment or hit the like button for us, please. But we're gonna take you to the back where the pool is. Obviously, like driving in, you just see a lot of construction. It's a newer community, so they still have a lot of building to do. So, but we're gonna take you to the back. So let's just say 300 homes is what we're looking at, okay? There is a pool, clubhouse, and about 160, 180 for the HOA CDD. D.R. Horton, as a builder, we've done a lot of business with them. In fact, we are very close to becoming what they call like a VIP agent for them, because we've sold so many of their homes that we get in incentives for our clients. So potentially there will be some money that we can, give to you all. We're probably one sale away from that for this year at least. So for the Orlando area, they consider this the Orlando area. We do business in Tampa too, and that's a whole nother division. So D.R. Horton, America's #1 builder, what they call themselves, because they sell a lot of homes. They kind of have the building process down to a T. They do what's called an inventory product, where you do not get to select the color that you want on your home. You do not get to select the finishes that you want on your home. All you can decide on is what model you really like, okay? And then from there, we can say, okay, they're gonna build that particular model on these home sites right here. All right, so once we peek at those home sites, we can see, okay, they're doing white cabinets in this one, they're doing gray cabinets in this one. And then you can determine which lot is gonna best suit your needs. That's how you select with D.R. Horton, okay? The one thing that they do that's a little different than most people is if you're doing a 2-story home, they have a block on block home, okay? Meaning first store is gonna be a block home, which mostly all builders do. Here's your pool to the right, wave to everybody. Nobody's there, that's the clubhouse right there. So block first story exterior, and then the second story is block as well. We're pulling up to a Highland home up here, and I can guarantee you that's going to be a wood frame up top. Now Highland Homes is, here's a little lesson for you. They're actually based out of Lakeland, Florida. So they're a local builder, but they're national, okay? Because they're as far as Texas. I have some people buying homes in Texas. That's a whole nother story. No, I'm not licensed up there at all. But Highland Homes is actually building nationally, but they're based out of Lakeland. So Highland Homes and Southern Homes used to be the same company, and then they split apart. I don't know for what reasons, but with Highland Homes, we have sold a lot of those as well. You get to select your lot. You do get to select the type of home that you want as long as it can fit on that lot. And then you get to select your finishes. So if you're somebody that wants to put a little bit of the touches on the home, Highland Homes is actually a really good builder for the price points. They have those entry-level price points, but it gives you some ability to select some of your finishes. Keep in mind the build times are going to be 8 to 12 months. So if you have the flexibility on time, then you can definitely jump on that. But Eagle Lake, all right, so I just kind of rushed through that on the way in here. I don't know if you guys got to see the intro. The camera fell down, so I was kind of stumbling over my words at first. But Eagle Lake's this small town. It's more of a pass-through town, I would say, personally. Like if you're heading to Bartow on Highway 17, heading south, you're going to pass through Eagle Lake. If you're coming from Bartow to Winter Haven before you cross over the bridge, you're going to drive through Eagle Lake. There's not much out here, which is good and bad. There's like a pro and a con to that. And I would say the pro is that it's kind of an area where not a lot of people are at, right? You're not going to have to deal with a lot of traffic. You're not going to have to deal with a lot of people just living near you unless you're in a community like this. But more and more, since Winter Haven has been expanding, Eagle Lake has been the area for, expansion. So it's definitely been seeing a lot of growth here. We're driving past some Highland Home properties here. You can see they have like the stone exteriors, the columns up front, right? And that's the style of home that they offer. DR is not going to give you either of the two in the packages that they do have. They do have some other communities that have higher end homes with the finishes that they do, but there's this quality that they're giving out here is going to be pretty basic stucco on the outside. You're not going to get much, okay? And that's probably for the 2-story as well. Yeah, I think the 2-story is going to be stuck. It's block on block and it's stucco on stucco. So you're not going to get the hardy board siding or the board and batten gable. If I'm going over your head with this stuff, don't worry about it. But yeah, so Eagle Lake's it's going to start seeing a lot of growth. I would never ever have thought that this area would hold a community like this, because I've done business over there on Lake McLeod before, and it always seemed like a very secluded area, but it makes sense. With the growth that this area has been seeing. These are the types of areas that are going to see the development. What's surrounding this community right here, you'll see when we leave, a lot of farmland, a lot of there's blueberry fields, orange and citrus fields, and that's kind of what used to make up a lot of Central Florida. And those big plots of land like this could have probably been an orange field at some point in time for citrus growth. And so that's what you're going to see on the outside. I will bet that some of that land's going to end up getting bought up in the future, whether it's going to be, for commercial use or residential use. I don't know, but it's definitely happening for sure. So fairly affordable out here, honestly. Both of those builders, I would say price points are going to be roughly the same. DR Horton's going to be slightly more affordable than Highland Homes. Highland Homes is going to give you a little more just above DR's quality of finishes, I would say. But I will tell you this, the construction manager here for this DR home, the key to a community, right? Because DR's, if their DR product that they have, they're gonna build those anywhere that they can. The key to having a great home is the construction manager. And I can say the construction manager here for DR in this community is great. So when we go to the blue tape walkthrough and the final walkthrough, they have things cleaned up very nicely. They're not just like throwing these together. There are some other communities where you can tell the construction manager is just throwing stuff together, right? And we have to go behind them like, hey, why is, The trimming, how come it's not mitered correctly and it's off a little bit? Or over here they take some pride in their work, which is really, really good. So but I can say both builders, in my opinion, for the price points, solid. All right, so you probably can get a better look right now at that beautiful lake. I don't know what they're gonna do with this lot in front of us, but obviously to the right they have that beautiful, beautiful custom home going in. And just as I said, I'm just gonna wait a little bit because I don't want to drive too fast in case my camera goes down. After this car, we're gonna go. So now we're gonna head to Sutton Preserve by Seasons, Richmond American, and my very first new construction home that I've helped somebody with was Seasons years ago when I first started. So you know, I like their product. I think they do a good job, just like Highland Homes, for the price point, because everything here is at least starting under 400,000. You can get into stuff in the threes. They do a good job. I mean, they have the 8-foot doorways, which are really nice, and then they have the 9'4" ceiling. So when you walk into a home, it feels very open, right? When you have the higher ceilings, it feels really nice. So I like that. And then once again, like the other builders, as you can see, some of these homes were built like in 15, 16 kind of surrounding areas. I have to take you, when we come out of this community, I'll take you back this way so you can see some of these homes. I want you to have a good visual of what's around you. So there's two sides, left and right. We're gonna go ahead and go left real quick. There's gonna be, I don't know, maybe 120 homes here. There's not gonna be a lot. But yeah, just like I said with Seasons, you get to two things, all right? You do get to select your finishes here. They're going to determine which model home they're gonna put on the lot, but then they allow you to select your finishes. They do also offer a couple of inventory homes that are quick move-ins. But for the most part, their bread and butter is, okay, I'm gonna build model A on this lot and this lot. And so if you like model A, you can, you know, select the model and go pick your flooring and countertops and cabinetry that you want. And it's gonna take about 6 months to complete the build. But always check with me with price points, always check with me with incentives, and check with me on some inventory homes, because things always fall through. The one thing I will tell you that we are good at with the relationships that we have with the builders, when something falls through, usually we are notified first. We get notified before the home even hits the open market, because if a rep here notices that a deal is gonna fall through, instead of them throwing it on the open market and hoping and praying, they're gonna hit up the people that they do business with first and say, hey, in 2 days, this home is coming back on the market. Do you have somebody for it? And you know, if you all hit us up, you're right there. The one thing that they're doing really, really unique in this community, Seasons, is they have that RV super big garage, which is so freaking cool, right? And pulling up, you're gonna be able to see it right here in front of you. There's nothing, I didn't really show you much around here. I just showed you dirt and lots that are available. Across the street are the lots that we have people looking at. So I'll give you a wink when we pass those lots here. But yeah, check out that garage, man. That's super cool, right? So it's an RV garage where you can do boats and stuff. So for people that, these types of communities, usually you can't park boats in, especially up front, unless it can fit in your garage. A lot of times too, if it's higher than the fence in the backyard, you can't park them in the backyard. So they're genius for providing something like this, which is really, really neat. Me personally, I would do a gym. I'd put a basketball hoop in that place. It's a tall garage. There's so much you can do. I mean, I can make a recording studio out of that. Really, 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 really neat. And those homes apparently are selling very fast. So they're releasing them, you know, if they have 10 lots that they're releasing, maybe 2 of them are going to be that model, or a model that would allow you to have that garage there. So this is about 50 home sites, roughly. I'm just estimating, and then we're going to shoot across the street. In this community, there's no pool, there's no clubhouse or anything like that. So for that, $67 a month HOA, no CDD. So really affordable, which is what a lot of people are looking for, okay? So we're gonna shoot across the street, and we're looking for a particular lot number. I'll give you a thumbs up when we see it. I don't want to shout it out just yet because I have some people that are looking at these lots here. And what I'm gonna do is make a right. This is what this channel is all about, man. I can make a video that's super beautiful and sparkly and show you all the good about everything. We're taking you through a construction site, guys. This is how we rock. Check out that home right there to the right hand side, but up front here is I love the stone exterior. You got that vertical board and batten up top on the gable, and then that extra big massive garage there. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, you know, with Seasons, like when you do select the home, let's say you wanted this home right here, they're going to determine what color is on the exterior. And the reason why they do that is because they don't want the same brown house 3 houses in a row. So they may select the color of the exterior, but you can select some of the things like the brick or the stone, and definitely the interior, right? If you get into it early enough and it's not considered a quick move-in home, they have so much flooring and countertops and anything that you can think of, right? From the fixtures that are on the cabinetry, all of that stuff, trimming, baseboards, you can do all that, which is really cool. So this is going to be like another 50, 60 homes on this side right here. I'm just going to take you around these little islands, and then what we'll do is we'll exit the community and then we'll come back. I just want you to see what's around it. That's the key here. Okay. So far I've never scraped my truck or anything like that during these videos right here. What I will say is we make these the reason why I started this channel is because I was doing this for my clients, like one-on-one, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna make a new channel, right? I'm just gonna do these and I'm just gonna put them out for everybody to see, and it's been doing pretty well. Like we've been getting more subscribers. I haven't been doing it to try to get a bunch of subscribers or anything like that, but what I will say is this is the type of service we provide our clients. If you're living out of state, out of town, and you want to see what the community looks like, you want more facts on it, you want to see what the outside of the community looks like, we'll put the drone in the air and show you the lots that you are considering. That's what we do here. So I'm gonna have to swing around, guys. I'm talking too much. So yes, that's the type of service that we provide. Also, it costs you $0 to have an agent. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be my team, although I feel like we're pretty capable to help you out. But to go into a new construction home, Seasons' job, their rep, is to their job is to sell Seasons homes. DR's job is to sell a DR home. They pay us, okay? So to have us, we bring you the experience. We bring you, whether it's like negotiating or holding them accountable. I can tell you horror stories where years ago when the cost of building was going up and I had clients in contract already with a home, and all of a sudden the building went up over 10%. And the builders, for a lot of builders, they were demanding that the buyers pay that additional cost, 10% more than you've already signed up for. We had our contracts set, ready to go. We weren't paying any of that stuff. So it's good to know what you're getting into. So have somebody on your side that's going to help you out. And to not scare you, I mean, I can tell you a bunch of horror stories because I've been through it all. But there's also some good. We have great relationships with the builders. Not all of them are bad, but there's some scummy scums out there, guys. There really is. Oh, we're looking for. Okay, cool. Let me reverse here a little bit, guys. This could be you. I'm sending this video to somebody that's really considering a particular lot. This could be you, okay? Here are some special lots over here. Special lot here. And special lot here. So this is the south side of the community. You have the road that divides the two kind of portions in half. This is the south side. We're gonna leave this community. We're gonna head east, show you what's out there, turn around, head west, and then wrap it up. That is a worker right there. Anytime they see me driving through these, I got the GoPro on the front, they're always like staring at me, especially when I get the drone in the air, man. I don't think construction workers like drones. I don't think they understand how they work. You start flying those things in the air, man, they get frustrated. I don't get close to them at all, but let me give you a quick horror story real quick. So recently I had a family reach out to me, and older lady, older man, first time buyers, believe it or not. Super sweet, but they were concerned. They were very concerned. They're like, hey, listen, I've never been through the building process. I've heard bad things about, getting stuck in these homes, X, Y, Z. I'm like, hey, look, I'll take care of you, right? So we go to the builder, and we actually work on getting their credit up. After I went to the builder with them for a month and a half, apparently they've already gone up to the builder before to talk to the builder, right? And then they came and found me after they did some of their shopping. So So I go to the builder with them, talk to the builder. He's nice. He's like, oh yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. So I'm working with them for a month and a half to help them get their credit up, to educate them on these things. The moment they put their deposit down, the builder then told them a month and a half after this, hey, you know what, your agent, we're not going to pay them because you came and found us first. Which I'm like, hey, listen, that's fair if you want to do that, but why would you wait a month and a half before you tell them that, hey, you no longer have representation on your side, right? These are the things that they do. So ahead of the time, it's always great to, reach out early. I mean, I can go deep into stories like that, but it happens, right? It's business. So when we leave the community, you can obviously see an old D.R. Horton community. This is Squires Grove. This is their express model, so it's their lowest tier model, whereas the one back there is the next tier up where you can get granite countertops. This one is all Formica. But it's a good looking community, very big. They've been selling that in this community for at least, 4 years now. They've been selling quite a while. When I turn around up here, you'll be able to see some of this farmland, okay? And I'll turn right here. I won't go too far. So you got this D.R. Horton community. If you were to go straight, you will run across Rifle Range Road, and that will take you to you can go to the backside of Legoland from here. You're from Legoland maybe 15 minutes. Maybe. I think I'm really stretching it, but about 12, 15 minutes. Maybe 10. I don't know. So between 10 to 15 minutes. I forgot to touch on most stuff. See all this farmland in front of us here? Let's go ahead and cross. Publix. Let's see. You got 2 Publixes away. Both of them. One of them is probably 10 minutes away. One of them is probably 12 minutes away. And keep in mind, Publix is where we do our grocery shopping. But you do also have a Walmart 10 minutes away. So we have an Aldi's 10 minutes away. So you're not far from like grocery shopping. The Tampa airport is 45 to 50 minutes away, I would say. Maybe an hour depending on the time of day. Excuse me, guys. Whoa! How disrespectful of me. Maybe an hour depending on the time of day. Obviously, if it's like rush hour, you're going to be stopped in traffic a bit. But you're inland more, right? So we're more focused on like the theme parks, right? So from us, maybe 50 minutes to Disney World. I think if we really sped at like 4 a.m., we can get there in 45 minutes. Passing seasons one more time. So you're not far from everything. I mean, the Winter Haven Hospital is from where you're at right now, 15 minutes, maybe 15, 18 minutes. And then there's a new Advent Health Hospital going up in Winter Haven. Bartow Hospital is maybe 15, 20 minutes away from you. So you got some decent stuff around you. If you like fishing, Winter Haven, lakes, the lake life, the chain of lakes, it's second to none. It used to be like a hidden secret that nobody ever really spoke about. I'm going to let this guy go. Yeah, I'm gonna let him go. Because I like driving slow. I'm gonna drive slow up here. I don't like to be rushed. But yeah, Winter Haven has, nobody really cared about it some years ago, but now it's like, okay, Orlando, Tampa, we're getting priced out. Lakeland's the number 2 fastest growing city, which is kind of our big brother. And so people are stumbling across Winter Haven. Maybe it's because of my videos, maybe not, I don't know. But over 50 lakes in this small city, and a lot of them connected by canal. So you got a chain of lakes with restaurants, and it's just a boater's dream for the price points that you have. It's, I get flack from a lot of people, a lot of family members and friends. They're like, man, you're telling too many people about our area. But it's a beautiful area. I think it's going to happen regardless. Like, I'm not the end-all be-all person that gives you all the information. But check out the other channel if you already haven't. That's where we do spend a lot of time on, providing people information. As always, comment down below where you would want us to do a tour for you. It could be anywhere between Tampa and Orlando. My team and I you see it throughout the videos. You guys get to meet the team. You get to see some of the agents that, are working with me to help, provide you all the best customer service. That's what we really pride ourselves on here. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, give me a call or a text. It's a simple text if you have any questions. It doesn't have to be about moving, so don't feel like you're wasting anybody's time. Like, anything we can do to provide you information, we're going to definitely do it. But yeah, here goes the pit bull. Man, that guy let that dog get fairly close to the road there. But this is it. Look at these older homes over here. Nothing that's like really magnificent. That's Eagle Lake for you. Blackburn's barbecue is like right up at this light right here, and apparently it's some of the best barbecue around. I haven't had it yet. and some people think I'm crazy for not having it. So maybe next time I'll hop out and show you some blackburns. But yeah, until next time.